Happy New Year, guys. For those who have not seen any other video of mine this week, my name is Jodaf, and what we are doing here is a weekend market breakdown. So today is let's see, today's date. Today's date. So you can clearly see that today is on basically that January 2026, as we can see, that January 2026. So what are we looking at this year, and how was the year closed? So let's look at the charts on my watch list. We shall peruse through them all very fast while looking for any particularly enticing or looking like a good particular trade. So we shall clean this up, all of it, reset, and we shall be clicking the play button to see them all. Right, let's start off with NZDCHF. I think this is going to be a chart that is going to be availing a trade as soon as Monday market open, so I'll need to be ready for this one. So as you can see right here, we see that the market has been selling. This is what we were waiting for actually last week. We were waiting for them actually. This analysis was made on this week right here. So we were waiting for the market to come back up. We can go to H4 and actually see what happened. If you look at this very well, this is where we were looking at the market at that time. This is where we were expecting the market to come back up, take us in, and we shall be selling. And as you can see, the market did exactly that. So we call this to perfection. So we're going to delete this now. And according to the new way at which we are looking at the markets now, we shall be waiting for either a H4 to give us a rejection, and we already have it. And then we shall go to the 15 minutes, where we shall go to look for now an entry where the market will be entering our moving averages. As you can see, this is not. Let's first set this to be. I don't know if these are exponential. Yes, they're exponential. So what we need to do is add a new. Oh my goodness, they can't add for this particular chart, but we can add it right here. Let's clear everything. Remove it, drawings. Yes, don't show this again. Well, this is my live account that we shall be trading as soon as the market opens. I've funded it with $100 because I was looking to enter this trade on yesterday. Yesterday was Friday, but I chose not to because the market was just about to get closed. So I didn't actually enter the NZD CHF. It was NZD CHF, and I chose not to enter. So as you can see now, once we get that pullback or that rejection off of the H4 market, what we were to be waiting for is go back now to the 15-minute chart, where this is the 15-minute chart I'll be using. If you look at the 15-minute chart, this is the one. So what shall be doing is we shall be waiting for now the market to re-enter our moving averages and retest the low or the high or the median, at which point we shall be entering. So this could offer an opportunity as soon as Monday market open. So by Monday, very early in the morning, I shall be on looking at this particular market. This is NZDCHF. I will give it like a $50, where we shall turn that $50 maybe to $200, and then from there we shall be risking 100, 100, 100, all the way back up. So we are currently up about $300 in general uh, for this particular account. So we shall see what shall happen this coming week. All right. So yeah, the target for this particular week, we are looking to get to at least $2,000, so that we can get to our $10,000 goal very early. And that's why I actually added that particular rule, where we are going back to the 15 minutes to get a better entry, which in turn gives us a very good risk to reward ratio for every trade, and we don't have to wait for a very long time to be on a trade. so that we get our profits. We can get them as soon as we enter. So this is one of the markets that I'll be looking at. This is definitely among the top tier, so that's why it's right there. And let's go on now to the next one, which is Euro GBP. We can clear it and see how it looks like. So going on the weekly chart, we can clearly see that the weekly chart is showing now signs of continuation in a sell, as we have broken below this area. There's a chance we might get to this area where we shall, get some correction, but until then you don't actually try to predict where the market will go. Instead, what you do is you react off of what you're seeing. So for this market, this is 0 GBP. The fact that we have broken below this weekly level, there is a chance that we might get this market to come retest this area, where if we do get a rejection, we shall be entering it now on the 15-minute chart. So that's why this is now the second. This could offer an opportunity during this week. All right, so we might get an opportunity to enter around this area with our stop losses just above it. That is according to the 15-minute chart on how it's going to tell us. So don't forget, we are reacting and not predicting. So for this particular market, I am expecting that we might continue to sell for a while. We can see this to be our TPs right there. If the market gets to this area, I will not look to sell it anymore. But according to how it got closed, we got this weekly candle closing below this area, and now this weekly candle closed completely below this area. So you might get a chart to the market to come and retest this area with the liquidation areas or liquidation zones as being these ones. Yeah, if we do get now the market showing signs of, we can call it maintaining above this level, then we will continue to buy it. But as for now, what I'm seeing is chances of the market continuing to sell to this area. So this, what we shall be waiting for is now on the H4 to get some kind of rejection from the H4 from this area. Otherwise, we cannot do anything about it. So we shall be waiting for the H4 to come back here, give us a good rejection, ensure that we realize that there is a liquidation area over here. So if we do get chances to enter even on top or right here, it could be a good one. Okay, so but generally it's going back to the H4 and waiting for a rejection, after which we shall go now to the 15-minute. Looking at the next chart, it's Euro NZD. We can clearly see that this one we wanted it to continue pushing up. Let me remove this. Let me clear it. Okay, we can first see the previous analysis. As you can see, we were analyzing it from this area right there, and what we have seen is that the market has gone up, is now coming to retest this area or level of interest. If we do get now a good rejection off of this area, it's a good trade to be in. So guys, next week is full of opportunities, so don't miss out, man. Don't miss out. These are opportunities that you can actually capitalize and get out with some money. And given that now we're looking at the 15-minute chart, this could give us a really good entry. So what we shall be waiting on is for the H4 to come, retest this area, and show some signs of rejection, at which point we shall be buying it. So until that happens, we do nothing. On to the next one, we have the NZDCAD. Guys, I missed out on this trade big time. But let's remove every drawing. Let's unlock this one and delete it. So what are we looking to see on this particular market? I am never going to predict it ever again. So like the same thing with the Euro CHF, we might see the market rejecting off of this area. So we can actually put a weekly level right there. I don't know if we can consider this as a weekly level because we are still above it, but according to my perspective, where I may be looking to sell, if we do get to that area, would be somewhere there. If I do get some kind of rejection off of this area, I will look to enter. But until then, I do nothing. So this is what we will be expecting to see. If the market comes all the way back up here and shows some rejection on the H4, we shall be looking to sell it. Until then, we do nothing. On to the next one, we have AUDJPY. We were waiting for the market to come retest this area, and we have not had that. Looking at the weekly, it seems like it's continuing to push up aggressively. We can reset the chart, remove the drawings so that we can clearly see what is going on. So according to me, we are currently on a weekly level right there. So we might see the market kind of chop around or maybe continue to sell. For this one, I don't have any particular way that I'll be looking to enter it. But if you do get some good kind of pullback, or maybe back here, I may be looking to buy it. Until then, we do nothing. We go on to the next one, CAD It's basically the same. We're looking for the pullback. We have USD Since we are on this zone right here, which was the last place where we saw the market sell off, either due to correction or um, interference by the Japanese yen central bank. I don't know what to do with this particular chart. So what I do is I move on. We move on to the next one. We have CAD. Now this one is a good one. Looking at it, we can see that the weekly has started to react off of the highest, the okay, exponential moving average, the high 20 exponential moving average. So as you can see, what we may be looking for this one is for the weekly to close below this area or come to retest this area. So for this particular market, we can do we can't do anything so far. So for the markets that I'm looking to, they look kind of they have um, an opportunity are these four. So we shall be keeping on our eye on those one. So moving on to the next one, we have GBPCHF. Now this looks good. We have been seeing the market react off of this area for some time. Actually, it looks the same as the previous one, which was CDCHF. So I don't know what to do with this particular one, but given that we are below this moving this uh, weekly level right there, we might see the market kind of start to sell. But what I would be waiting for is for the market to break this area right here, because as you can see, it has been closed around this zone. So if we do get the market breaking that area over there, as you can see, this is a very huge consolidation. If you see the market break below this area, let's see if we do see the market break below this area decisively and come to resistance, we may be looking to sell it. Until then, we do nothing, or we may see the market get back up here, sell it maybe to this area. So until then, we do nothing about about that market. Looking at the next one, we have Euro USD. Reset the chart and remove everything so that we can clearly see what we are looking at. At the weekly chart, we can clearly see that the market looks like it wants to buy, but we have a very strong weekly level right there. The market has been selling every time we have been getting there, and we have this liquidation zone over here. So I can't quite sell it because the current state of dollar isn't so bearish. But if we do get the market kind of decisively breaking above this area, we might be looking to buy it. But as for now, I can't say anything about it. Moving on to the next one, we have GBP AUD. As usual, clean it. We need to remove the 27 drawings and reset the chart. On the weekly chart, we it looks like we have been consolidating over this area. So I don't know. Once we get a break over of this area, maybe I may be looking to sell it because it looks more like a sell than overbuy as for now. But you can't predict. That's the thing with the market. We are not here to predict it. Instead, we're here to react off of what we are seeing. So, like I said, we do nothing about that market. On to the next one, we have the AUD and ZD. Again, remove all drawings and remove the rest. Let's see, they have been locked. You can okay. Let's first lock them and let's see why they have been locked. The reason why I'll lock them is because either they are major levels that I'm looking at or something of the sort. So as we can see, yeah, there is a major weekly level. And let's see if it does have any history back here. And we actually do have history. As you can see, we have history of that area, which was a very strong area. So resetting it, we can clearly see that the weekly has broken above it. So if we do get a pullback now, this is a very good trade. Actually, I will consider this as one of the weak trades that needs proper attention, since we have been buying aggressively. So we have this break over here. We might see the market coming to test this area and continuing with buys. So as for this one, what we shall be looking at is waiting for the market to come retest this area on the H4, give us a very good rejection, at which point we shall be buying it. Actually, this is a trade I will keep an eye on. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. So we can push it up above. Man, it's still an NZD. It looks like the NZD market will be speaking next week. So we have this NZDJPY as well. Let's look at the weekly chart. Reset it. My goodness, I'm telling you, NZD will have its week next week. It looks like it. It looks like we shall have a week of NZD. So as you can see as well, we have had this huge pullback back to this weekly level right here. So if we do see the H4 giving us a good reason for entry, we might be looking to enter once we get here and we get a good rejection off of it. So we might be buying it. But as for now, I will peruse through the NZDs again and choose several, which I will be keeping an eye on. On to the next one, we have the USDCAD, resetting it and going to the weekly chart. I can't do anything about it. I just hit that chart. We also have the US 30. US 30 looks like we got a pullback last week, and this could signal that next week could actually continue to buy. But the best area to buy for me, let's reset it. Let's put on the line chart so that we can clearly see where I will be looking to buy. So let's go back to the candlestick. Venture is not telling us anything, but by the looks of it, on how we have had this market reject off of this area, if we do get some kind of pullback back to this area, it could be a good sign to buy. Yeah, it could be a good sign to buy. So I will keep an eye on it until we do get that kind of pullback next week. It looks like it has already given us that, because we touched the area of support and we have had this huge candle that is kind of showing us signs of, okay, I'll put this right on top. It looks like we might get that. So we have USDCAD. Oh, I said no. JPP JPP 225. Nope. US Tech looks like we are on another level right here. So if we do get a good rejection off of the H4, we might look to buy it. The German 30 as well looks the same. We have the CAD reset it, remove all the drawings. Okay, first of all, let's go to the weekly chart and see what we are seeing. Yeah, super extended. GBP and ZD. Um, I don't know about this one. It looks like it's showing signs of buying. Man, it's another NZD. Man, I'm telling you, there's so many. There's so many. So if we do get maybe a pullback back to this area, we can get maybe a good buy off of that area. So let's go to the H4. If we do get some kind of rejection off of this area, so I'll also keep an eye on this one. If we do get some kind of rejection off of that, so let's put it above. Yes, this is. So let's put it just above them. So you are at USDCHF. Let's see USDCHF. Reset the chart. We go on to the weekly, and yeah, nothing. I can do nothing about it. And we have gold, a good pullback, but I'll keep an eye on it. GBP USD the same as Euro USD, but seems like we are getting some good kind of, you know, trend. Wow, I think I like this one. I really do like this one. Let's continue on the next video since it's very close to being closed. So it's a part one of the weekly analysis. I don't know if I can be able to join them too. Okay, I'll try. If I don't, this is part one, and now check out for part two back on my channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video if you like this kind of content, if you like how I'm analyzing the charts, and if you want to, go on with me on this journey of turning the $100 to $10,000. I think we might actually do $20,000, but yeah, we shall know when we get there. So until then, ciao, adios.